From the weather team you can trust, here's Chief Meteorologist Eric Snidel.
All right, so we're going to draw an imaginary line here. Take me with you toward Buffalo and Rochester and Sodus. Along that line and south of it, you are largely fine tonight, and you're going to be fine all the way through tomorrow morning. Everybody along that in north, things are different right now. This is where freezing rain continues to fall. The good news with this, and honestly, there's multiple variables here that I would argue is quite good news. We're below freezing, but not that much below freezing. But we got our final push here, the last hour or two for many of you, of steady, moderate freezing rain. But it's still a thing, as is whatever radar app that you've got. You're on your computer, you're on your phone, you're watching me with our in-house radar. This is wrong. It is not raining right now on the east side. That is freezing rain. Surface temperatures into a lot of Wayne County as well are also below 32 degrees. So what appears to be a non-issue, there is some ice that's going to start accreting on some of those trees. That's the live shot from Sodus Point right now. Not a big deal there. Obviously more this is a concern for travel. But when it's so close to freezing, travel-wise, it's usually not as bad of an issue as you might think. We've had crews that have been out there salting roadways. Just the friction alone of your tires on the pavement can make a big difference with this. But an elevated camera, for example, with a glass lens, yeah, that's going to get colder faster. And you can see some of the ice starting to work its way onto that lens. Back edge already out of Toronto. Back edge almost already out of Buffalo. So give it another, maybe 60 to 90 minutes, maybe closer to 2 hours out on the east side, and then we will be able to put this to bed. But it's kind of interesting just seeing out there, there are some trees that are already being weighed down by some of that ice. I can't completely guarantee you that there's not going to be a couple of branches somewhere that end up coming down under the weight of that. Fortunately, though, been talking about 70 degrees on Saturday. We're going to be warming up fast. So whatever you've got, if you've got trees that are bent a little bit right now, know that by tomorrow morning, very quickly, we are going back above freezing. We will be in the 40s and even lower 50s on the south side by the afternoon tomorrow. This is going to be a distant memory of any and all ice. We start warming up even more going into Friday night. By 4 a.m., you're 55 degrees with a few thunderstorms on the north side, probably over Lake Ontario. Saturday, that's going to be our record run. Highs get to about 70 degrees into the afternoon. That air is slightly unstable. Probably unstable enough that a few of these storms that fire will end up getting frisky at times. Gusty winds and maybe some small hail. That front peels out east. We got a drier day on Sunday. It's going to be a little bit cooler, but not a bad Sunday at all with the sun coming out into the afternoon. Storm Prediction Center, that's their risk outlook for Saturday. Level 1 and 2 risk. They've got 5 different stages that they use for this. In my humble opinion, I'd probably be filling this in even into the Finger Lakes, and they may very well do that in one of their subsequent updates. But this feels kind of garden variety to me, low end for maybe an isolated warning. Obviously, if it affects you, it's a bigger deal, but I can't imagine a way that there's going to be warnings flying all over the place. More sunshine, 64 on Monday. How many people do you think, Teresa, are going to be calling out sick on Monday?